Mushy! No, not machine. God damn it, Google, figure your shit out. It's so fucking hard for computer browsing related captions to figure out that I was saying a really extendedly long Moshi. I guess my expectations were a little too hard on that one, but that's okay. That's what happens. And now I gotta go hit that button and expose the gray hair. The old Canadian. Good morning, Miss Biscuits. Mr. Biscuits. How are you? Do you prefer the Mr. and Mrs. Biscuits, or would you prefer the Mr. and Mrs. Wolf Slayer? Those are the questions that I ask. Oh my god! Good morning indeed. 41 month streak. Have you never missed a month? Certainly looks like. Good morning, TJ. I did share we won the lottery, not the real world lottery. I wish that you would probably notice some changes if I won the real lottery, but I won the in-game lottery, and so I don't want to really go over it. But Mr. Biscuits runs off the tongue more easier than Mr. Wolf Slayer. What about if we just called you Mr. Slayer? Would that be applicable? 9 people. Do they know who's logging in? How was the vacation, DJ? I have to say the one thing that I noticed when putting the glam, although I guess I could change it with the glam, is when you're wearing mitts. And you're not wearing like something where you can expose and show off the, as when girls run around and say they got engaged, they're just running around going, right? That's what they do. I think that's what they do. I'm told that's what they do. It makes me feel like a member of the 80s hair metal tribute band, so that works. The vacation was fun, an adventure with the hurricane. What? Is the hurricane still a thing, or is it fizzled on out over the Carolinas or up into America's hat? I don't know. What was it? Miss Helen? I feel like I know that we call hurricanes after names of people, and I know like it's just like relatively, I guess, is it like the middle of hurricane season now? But like, shouldn't we be like, like at the M's or the N's or the O's by now? Like with the naming convention thing? Like, has there ever been a year where we're talking about like hurricane, what's a name that starts with a Z? I don't know. How about Hurricane Xavier? How about that? Because no Y names or Z names, or Z, sorry. The Canadian was leaking out. Z. That's what you need to do. I guess I need to go to the glam place. So I see, that's the thing. I can't. Hold on. We have very more important things to do here. Hold on. The chocobo. What do I need? Is it the speller? No. Something. No. Shouldn't I be able to put something on with the prism? Am I missing out here? I can't click things. Do I have to do this inside of a house? Doesn't matter. This hurricane has killed at least 130 people last I saw, and the many more are still missing. I gotta go to a glamour dresser. God damn it. Alright, fair enough. Thank you. I did see a lot of stuff on Reddit. Unfortunately, it's also one of those things of people don't leave their homes. and then it's too late, and then, you know, then they expect to be rescued when, you know, they're sitting on their rooftop. You know, I don't know. I've always said those types of things terrify me. I've never been around one, thank God, but it's I never understand. I know people are afraid of leaving their homes, but you're better off alive than dead, would be my guess. The island you were on got hit with 75 to 100 mile per hour. What's that in Canadian units? That's probably really fast, like probably like 150 kilometers per hour. That knocked out the power till Saturday afternoon. Tornado sirens were going off. It was cray-cray. A lot of people also can't leave. Sometimes it's not a matter if they just didn't. It's just that they can't or have nowhere. I mean, I guess that's the thing, but it's. I understand the people who can't leave physically, and, you know, and whether or not you have family or friends that could help you, but isn't that what FEMA's for, to help people out, or does FEMA just show up afterwards and go, "Hi, here's the billions." Also, they didn't expect the amount of flooding they got in North Carolina. That's where Kenny Omega keeps saying he's from, via Winnipeg, Manitoba of Canadians. No, I don't think I ever did respec my Chocobo. I do have the Peppa. I have the salt and pepper, but I've never really done anything to respec them, I don't think. If we take a look at my companion and his skills, I think I was going for the healer, and I have 4 penis points to spend in it. I don't know what I do if I just put it. Do I just have him eat the pepper? Island just didn't have much damage except for the loss of power. I went healer first. No, yeah, that's. I think I realized. I think what happened when we were explaining was before, was that I started tank and then I realized that, like, I'm doing too much damage and the Chocobo tank is not getting the aggro, making my life easier. So therefore I was like, well, might as well make him healer, but I didn't realize that you could just not, like, cancel it out. So then I bought the Peppa, and we went from there. So where are we heading there? The Lord of the Revel. Looks like we're gonna get some pants, and that guy looks all scary and whatnot. And now the Saturday you leave for the Atlanta to watch battle. Did the hurricane did not go up that way and hit Atlanta, or did it go and stay in towards the Panhandle area of Florida, and what is it there, like Tallahassee, and then upwards into the Carolinas? Just Atlanta got lots of rain. Okay. Well, did Noah come by and start the ark up, or what? I feel like you should have done that. We gotta go on over to Othard, in Onokoro. Is this one of those things where I gotta walk all the way over? God dang it! What do these things mean? Is this a long bridge? Can I just walk over that to get to this, to get to this, to get to this, to get to this, to get to this? And on your way home yesterday, I noticed a lot of area in Georgia still doesn't have power. Is Georgia also a silly nanny state like Texas, where they're like, yeah, we're gonna run our own power thing, and then when shit hits the fan, they don't know what to do? Or are they hooked up to, like, the federal grid? Is it only Texas that isn't smart? I ask, but I don't know. That's why I ask, to make sense of things. All right, let's just go here and make sense of it. Teleport, but do not use. No! Damn it! No, it was past my money. It's past the amount that I wanted to use. There we go. And then we'll go and glamour up that ring on everything and anything. My water spoiled. Just gonna make myself a nice little tea. Get on that company Chocobo. Change up that class to something that's not gonna get murdered, like a gunbreaker. There we go. Now we all look pretty. I'll be right back. Hakuna Matata, I say in my world of grace. All right. Now I'll let that thing steep for 8 years and I'll forget about it. Then I'll have to throw it into the microwave, and then everyone will yell at me like, "Well, why did you turn the kettle on or whatever?" I mean, well, sir, if I ever appeared that I would ever be a main healer, I mean, sure, I've tickled my time into it once in a while, but not going that far. Anywho, let's travel on over. Let's get on over there. Where's my sound? Oh, it's just extremely quiet. That's okay. Boop-a-doo-boo. Shooby. Was there ever a thought, DJ, of like possibly like canceling your trip because of the hurricane? I mean, I know it sucks to lose plans and whatnot, but and I know you said it really didn't overly all affect that thing, but if mass flooding and high winds take out power lines, towers, etc., I don't think it matters what grid you're part of at that point. It's gone. Poor Asheville, North Carolina is basically leveled. It legit looks like a bomb went off there. You know, if I'm led to believe on good old Reddit, you know, can't you just use nuclear weapons to get rid of tornadoes? I think that's how that works. If it isn't, I am sorely mistaken. Previous president thought that. But, look at that. Look at that. We actually did something well. Oh yeah, that's right. I can now swim. I forgot that was a thing. It's like we're gonna go up that little nook over there. Little nook of a cranny right there. Of a granny nanny. Cranny nanny. There we go. Yeah. But I only brought up the power thing in regards for Texas because isn't that like their whole deal of like that they run just like a state-run power line, so if you're not connected to the federal thing, like you're not going to get the federal help? I mean, I don't know. I literally just asked because I'm curious. Don't remember which state, but a friend of mine saw a post about gunshots during the hurricane. Turns out someone was trying to shoot it. I mean, when you run out of all other ideas, I guess that's you know, that's the plan, right? You decided to go on ahead Friday without the power. We drove over to Savannah and shop went in the beach and all. Okay. Nice little leisurely swim as we go. You know, lots of mountains. Scary over there, so we'll just not look over there. If you just ignore the scariness, it's not even happening. It looks like Death Mountain from the Legend of Zelda or something. And 3 Gyuki hides, whatever those are. Lise, I remember you just vibing over here and being all good. Sure. What you got going on? And we also got to start doing the Manderville quest as well. Keeping up with those. I think we're safe. I didn't see any Kojin following us. Wait here. I'm gonna go back for Alice. I mean, she stayed behind so we could escape. So that you could escape, not me. And that was a mistake. I should have been the one to stay behind, not her. So, I've got to go back. If we lose here, I'll never forgive myself. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much to happen to all of you, and I have to make this right. And I have to do it on my own. So, let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Brr. Alice! Wait, are you going to tell me that you went swimming in that outfit? Like you don't have a bathing suit? What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyways? For the love of... Oh, this is stupid. You're embarrassing yourself and me. Shut up and let me have this. Alright. Are we going to get in on this three-way hug? No? Right? That wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Asari. We could have went like a drier route. Why did we have to walk into the... We're gonna have sands in our vagina and all that. And it's just not gonna go over well. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy drove them off? Possibly. Now, are any of these things worthy? No, they're never worthy. Ooh, my mount speed's in pretty slow. Oh, and an ether current. The tide goes in, tide goes out. Tide goes in, Imperials go out. Tide goes in, Imperials go out. Simple enough. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured, so let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. It's nothing that won't heal. You should go after Lise. Alright then. I can go and deal with that. Is there injured people over here? It says that they're up. Ah! A stupefied senior. You know, you see these every once in a while strolling around the malls of America and Canada and the world. Usually, you know, they go and get themselves their dollar coffee from the Dunkins and sit there and meddle about them kids. Thank you, my child. When the fighting started, I tried to run and hide, but fell and could not regain my feet. Insert, I've fallen and I can't get up. That's why you buy Medic Alert, right? You hit that little button and it goes crazy, calling those expensive ambulances, going wee, wee, you know, and then they help you get up. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll have robots. They'll be following us around, that if you fall and hurt yourself, they'll just pick you right up and maybe or maybe not eat you. That's to be determined. Can you imagine? You have a robot butler, you hit your button, determining to hopefully pick you up, and it realizes, look, you're too old, and I can't pick you up anymore, so I'm gonna eat you. And then you just go away, and then the robot time, you know, this is many years in the future, it's decided that, you know, hey, I can probably just make myself look like this old person and no one will be the wiser. This flustered fisherman. No, I'm not an Imperial soldier. I'm here to help you. Can we be praised? I was certain she would have us all killed and burned Asari to the ground and kill us after making us watch, or barricade us in our homes before putting them to the torch. Oh, that sounds terrifying. What's more terrifying, having a hurricane hit you or having to be forced to sit inside your home and then have it torched? I don't know. Which higher are we going here? God damn it, more stairs? Never told me about any of this. The industrious pirate. Well, he doesn't look injured. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the dome and catchers. Thanks to you, we managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. It would have broken my heart to have had to bury him. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in the tavern. Shocking! Shocking. Eat. Ow. Better be able to get some good grub here. That's for damn sure. Where is my chocobo? Oh, there he is. Alright. Back already? What have you learned? I learned that everyone is fine except for that frazzled senior citizen who may or may not be real because of robots. At the tavern, you say? In that case, we should find Lise and speak with them together. That sounds wonderful. We'll go and do that. Look at us, we're all walking cool. Large and in charge. I need a new weapon. I'm not a fan of that gunbreaker weapon. I want something that glows and looks...
My Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy.
Why do they all sound British?
Gosetsu, you're alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
The fighting cannot have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Dead and buried out to sea.
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
Is he talking about the guy that's got the Nelly Band-Aid thing that's all green?
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Asari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions. And without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are...
I wanted to ask
prepared to be the
Wolf Slayer,
subject of their
Mr.
undivided
and Mrs.
attention for the
Biscuits.
foreseeable future.
Did you guys play any more Baldur's Gate to get ahead of me, or are we all behind, or we about the same? Because I don't want to say whereabouts I am, but I also don't know if I want you to tell me where you are. I think I could probably say I spent a long time in a sewer yesterday, and I did not find any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A few rats. They weren't interested in talking to me. But, and I may have figured out a murder situation. You think you're still ahead. Well, that's good. I mean, so what will we say? So you say. Throw it back at them. Yeah, it is tough to mark that. You're right.
You have your doubts. We are pirates, after all, with hardly the strength of a nation. But when we saw what you few had accomplished, our hearts...
So while we've done a lot, you may be doing something we haven't gotten to around yet and vice versa. Yes, that's right. Yeah, like right now, where I looked of where I was, like I said, I spent a long time in a sewer that I wasn't expecting, but it was good. There was a lot going on down there. And then wrapped up a murder mystery. But pretty much where I am in, I guess, Baldur's Gate, pretty much there's like a bajillion quests that are just sort of all there. But I guess it's expected if it's like, sort of I assume it's the last act, right? I mean, everyone talked about going to Baldur's Gate, so it would only make sense that, sort of some things will be wrapping up there.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings.
I can't remember
and may fortune continue to favor
if I did this or not beforehand. Can you guys, as mods, play ads? I know you can snooze ads, but I was curious. I can't remember if I ever gave you the okay to play ads.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha.
Yangsha? No. That's Yanksia. Okay? Yanksia. Say it right, please.
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
These people have such wonderful hair.
Yansha was
Swoony,
crucible.
if one could say.
What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyo did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your Shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then.
I'm starting to realize that maybe these aren't taped ribs, with the possibility of all of them having, 2 out of 4 people with taped ribs. I don't know if they're Diamond Dallas Page and keep getting beaten up by the NWO or not, or if it's just part of, the outfit. I need to see more samurais. Alright, anything is going to be an update or no? Unexplained. Alright, you tell me what's unexplained. Gosetsu! A silence in 3 parts. And though he is less than the picture of perfect health, Gosetsu is ready to resume his journey to, You did well, Bastion. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have suffered terrible fates. And though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also knew that if any could win them over, it'd be you. Truly, yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It'll be an honor to travel with you again. And now then, not let us squander the Confederacy's gift. Yanxia and I, no, Anxia, Yank. That word with a Y that ends with an A. Okay, thank you, Miss Biscuits. The countrymen await. There is a tunnel to the southwest, but we need to follow it to reach our destination with me. Alright, I'm going to go make my tea. I've sort of changed out, won't matter to anyone in here currently, unless we have some lurkers at the moment, but I really want to fight not having pre-rolls, and it looked again that Twitch had sort of meddled in with a few things beforehand. And so I want to sort of... Wait, do they just get rid of the thing that's saying whether or not they're playing or not? That'd be super weird. But I really hate pre-rolls. And the only way I could get rid of them is if you played slightly more. I'm gonna send you a tell of a glowy gunblade. Let me know if you're interested. I would love to know and whether or not I'd be interested. I probably will be relatively interested. But where we head? To the south. And I need to find a Moogle delivery service, because apparently I've got mail! The Gunblade of the Round. Oh? Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, woo, woo. Okay, yeah. That looks the sexiest of sexies. Level 60, 180. Not bad. Now, you know, so I guess the thing is I'm going to have to go to an inn and glamour it on up, right? But thank you. That passes the smell test, Mr. Wolfslayer. Oh, there it is. Okay. Like I said, all right. I'm gonna... Meanwhile, on the shores of Othard, it's the Ninja Turtles.
We cannot rest here for long.
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
This place is not safe.
I'm back. Oh, god damn it, them cheap viewers. Didn't see them at all the other day. Why? Why? Oh. No. There we go. See you later, alligator.
Mayhap no worries. If thieves can...
Is this supposed to be their deal? That
Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not
they're supposed to be
fail
like the
for want
Ninja
of
Turtles?
So, this is why you abandoned your posts. And without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
Lady Yotsuyu, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults plundered by outsiders.
I don't think she cares.
Did you even pause?
Do you think she has medicinal marijuana in that pipe?
What is the point of contracting your services if you are not here when they are required? It is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel. To torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything!
You don't have to be so angry.
Well, there's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, my lady!
Well, that was extremely unnecessary.
No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release.
That's Yotsuyu in a nutshell.
There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal. 10,000 such courting could not satisfy me half so well as a single doman. And what do we have here? One of the vaunted treasures of the Red? The craftsmanship is certainly impressive. Mayhap we can use it to make amends.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
Do they make everything sort of roll back to Eorzea? Even though you travel off to this far off land, you know, make things come back to the mainland?
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least
Sometimes,
pretend
not
to
always.
enjoy, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
Now who's gonna clean that up? The sea? I think it's pretty much a given that anything to do elsewhere could in fact impact your homeland. Fair enough. It's like walking out of the vault in Fallout or something.
I remember the silence. How the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha.
Yangsha. Gotta remember that. Yangsha. Yes. Nice, pretty place. I like this.
Before us stood yet another wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight, or the anger I felt that day.
What is the rich people, secluded from the poors outside of this barrier, or what?
Life, liberty, hope. So much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn
What'd you guys
land,
do on the weekend, biscuits?
no one said a word.
This place has real trees, not them fake ones. In remembrance of old trees. Yes, this is far enough. We proceed further. I should speak to Yangshe and what became of her. What lies beyond the Great Wall of the heart of Doma. And we should be glad to hear it, but is it wise for us to have this conversation here on the road, out in the open? Once your caution could be warranted, but no longer. Xenos did not linger after he crushed the rebellion. He appointed Yotsuyu to act in his stead and quit these lands for fresh sport. The acting viceroy was no less merciless than their master. Without warning, her men would march into villages and search for radical elements, killing and torturing any who dared resist, and then, as quickly as they had come, they left. Satisfied, and the memory of the purges would keep the people in line, she relaxed her grip in Yangshe with need of the leash when the dog is broken. The village of Name lies to the west, and though I doubt the Imperials are present, let's proceed with caution. We had a relatively chill weekend for once, didn't go anywhere or do much except relax. Played BG3 until like 3 a.m. with Echo Friday and Saturday morning. Nice, very nice. Those are sometimes the best. Sometimes those are the best types of weekends. Hello. Thank you very much, my friend. Okay, that's concerning. Your husband Otto just got taken away via a UFO. You know, I always knew you kids were all hooked up with the UFOs things. You know, and you keep telling me that you have them in your house. That's fine and dandy, but that was a little concerning, just how quickly it happened, right? Oh, for goodness. Can't you guys just relax? Did that say I was catching strays? Is that what that said? There we go. Let's see if we can find this ether current to the west. Many yalms. Gotta appreciate the, the craftsmanship there a little bit. Yeah, I know you're right there. Just let me find the thing that we're getting for. Attune to something, please. Okay. I don't think I've yet to take a falcon yet, although I don't think there's any place that I could have taken a falcon. Now I'm just finally learning about them. Lilana Moonspear of the Mocha FC. Do you think they make good coffee in their FC house? Maybe, maybe not. This is gonna be one of those things that I'm gonna look for this stupid thing and I'm not gonna be able to find it. Yeah. How many yoms on over to the west that we're not gonna make sense of? Because, god dang it, you want to climb up here? I'm dedicated to it now, so I must go. Are these the rice fields? Rhino beetle, southwest, not the airline. Get away from me. Oh god. That could have been okay. You know what? I don't know where the game wants me to go. Okay, can you just knock it off? Knock it off. How did I get over here? Hey, Ms. Rainbow Sparkles! How are ya? Good to see you, my friend. How was the weekend? You're okay, you guess? I mean, you're alive, you're typing on the internet. How much better can life be? Right? You're currently 6 feet above ground. Not equating to whether or not you're below the sea level, I do not know. There she is, the humble village of Namai. How delicious her rice, how sweet her persimmons. Aren't those the fish? Having a relationship problem with Mr. Cloud. Well, you don't have to overstate it any more than that. Too long has it been since I saw her with my own eyes, and for mercy the Imperials appear to be absent. But I always am here as a lending of an ear, you know. Let no man claim that I am reckless. Prudence has been my watchword. Bastion, venture closer, if you would, and confirm that there are no soldiers lurking about. You want me to do the hard work? But you did a 2-hour stream yesterday. Well, that's good. What did you play? Fortnite. Very popular game, I hear. Now, do you also dye your hair blue like all of the other Fortnite streamers do? You should. That's how you get the viewership.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
You would have to bleach your hair. I know that's, you know, anybody who has dark hair, you gotta bleach it and then you gotta hit it with the blue.
I'm going too.
You just stepped on that plant.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information to learn of recent events.
You imagine they all just ran in terrified?
Isn't that the general?
Lord Gosetsu, can we preserve your right? He lives.
He lives. Fam Jam is good.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so?
Well, I'm gonna take that they didn't expect you to be alive. There, Gosetsu. That's just my take.
Ah, but of course, you fear me a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
I mean, we might not be able to see it with the dress that you're wearing.
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Is it going to go badly for you people?
Of all the times for him to turn up. Has the old fool lost his mind?
I mean, to be fair, you know, this place doesn't look too bad. They have some sizable structures for their homes here. This guy has hair products available to him. Obviously, shampoo and conditioner are heavily available. And this guy, is that a bird person? Or a wolf person? Or just some guy just wearing a mask? Straight up Wolfman.
You! But why have you come here? What do you want from us?
I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shade.
What you going on about? Actually, never mind. Just come with me now.
We got to get this guy inside so that nobody knows he's here. Don't mind me. I'm just the warrior of light. I'll just take a look around at your wares and whatnot. Oh my God, they're upset. Oh my God, they are doing a fashion faux pas. Socks with sandals. Oh my Lanta. You can't do that. Look. There's only one type of person that is allowed to wear socks and sandals, okay? And I'm gonna explain it. You have to be a retired Italian person. And you have to be washing your driveway. That is the only time anyone on Earth is allowed to wear socks with sandals. I understand that you wore them yesterday, Miss Rainbow Sparkles. I don't know if you're an Italian, and I also don't know whether or not you were washing your driveway. I can only assume that's what you were doing. Otherwise, we're going to have to send the police over to you, and they're going to have to write you a citation. And if they won't write you a citation, I'm just going to wait until I take over the world, and then there will be a real citation. So those are the types of things that people can look forward to when I am when I'm running the place. Okay, is that clear as crystal? I hope so. I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what would happen to us if they found in your village? I'm part Italian, but was visiting my neighbor. Was your neighbor possibly asking of you to have their driveway washed? I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. Again, you address us with unwarranted spite. I have let you in propriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? No, you know who I am. I am Isa of Namai, a farmer, like my father before me, and his father before him. I would expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Kain's retainer and leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu, notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Then the citation will be in the mail, Miss Rainbow Sparkles. So, what is this all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai home to the brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? They fought, and they died, every last one. And then the Imperials came looking for more because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again. Never again. Do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Lord Hine? Yes. Impassioned as his pleas may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. You know, yes! Lord Hine! But for now, I shall inspect his wishes. We must continue towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There's a secret entrance to the north of Namai, by the way of Small Spring. Come, I will show you. Did they change the, No, that didn't work. Do I not have the... Oh, never mind. Forgot. I think I saw a, Are you guys per-users of 7TV or better TTV? Because Bible Thump was removed by Twitch. So apparently, they want to do their own emotes now. Yes. What? Yes. Look at what we have here. A new letter has arrived for you, Kupo. What do you got for me here? Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, it was just Bible Thump. So yes. So it was removed by Twitch. But then the guy who does it gave it to the 7TV people, and is allowing them to use it. So if you use, which I now see it, I thought it was all caps when I used it. So if you use 7TV or better TTV, you're all good. Yeah, Twitch can suck my butt. Yeah, apparently the working is like, so at first Twitch was trying to make it sound like, oh, the guy who created the Bible Thump emote wanted too much money to renew it. I didn't even know people had licensing for emotes. I sort of was under the impression of like all the stuff on Twitch that was like from Twitch proper was old stuff of like old employees or just like Kappa type of stuff and stuff like that, like old stuff. I didn't know what Bible, like, I mean, I now know, like, Bible Thump is from the guy who made, the game, what was it? I can't remember what that's from. We played it briefly. But, the, Binding of Isaac, thank you. And then the guy who created Binding of Isaac came out and said, like, oh, no. It wasn't a money issue or anything like that. He just said, like, Twitch was not interested in renewing the contract. He even apparently offered to do it for free, apparently. And Twitch was just like, nope. So now everyone's like, oh. So apparently start paying attention to probably some emotes that are going to end. And Twitch will probably not relicense them, but it's all fine. Like, quite frankly, outside of the wonderful emotes that Miss Biscuits has made for us and going on like that, nobody really uses emotes except for like the, you know, the channel ones, I think. No one really cares outwise, I think. I could be wrong. Is there an inn around here? I don't think there's gonna be an inn here. Okay, that's quite the drop. Yeah, I don't you know, it seems every once in a while like Twitch does, like, you know, it does, you know, it's one step forward and 8 steps back. I really don't think, like, I'll say, I know that Dan Clancy, he doesn't scream to me like really good CEO, and I know CEOs really don't do a lot of stuff to begin with. You know, he's a little bit more out there in the public eye, but Twitch has been clueless on so many things over the past, I want to say, 5 years. Like, they're out to lunch. They're the equivalent of they do not read the room type of thing. They never get it. I did see like at TwitchCon they did sort of change a few things which were good. Doesn't affect me. But beforehand, if you wanted to get into the partner program, they changed everything of like having to have these minimum numbers, but you were not allowed to have raids contribute to those numbers. And everyone was like, well, don't you want people to be networking? Don't you want people to be going to more than one channel and sharing the no? So they reintroduced the raid counts to people who might be looking to become a partner later on, which is good. They started to, I guess, show a few things of why you would be banned, as opposed to just not telling people why they're banned and how long that they're banned for. That boggles my mind. I mean, again, I've never been someone that's been banned on a platform, but it boggles my mind that, you know, you could be banned from a platform and they just wouldn't tell you why. Like, I get like being banned for, you know, in a viewership capacity, like, you know, you get banned from someone's channel, and like I get it, like, but to be banned as a creator and you know, Twitch not telling you like, hey, you know, it wasn't because you were playing a movie that, you know, is not allowed, or you played too much copyrighted music or whatever, or you showed your bunghole, whatever, right? Like, they would just tell you, you're banned for 36 hours or something. But am I supposed to go swimming here? Is this my opportune to sing under the sea, down where it's wetter, there it is better under the sea? Are you gonna tell me how I dive? Watch me dive! Can I dive? I mean, he clearly went under there. There. I believe there was a button to do it beforehand. 3 months! How and where does the time go? I don't know where the time goes, RJD, but thank you very much for 3 months, and you're an absolute wonderful person to have here, and we're glad to have you. You know, you're fitting right on into the family perfectly. How do I dive? It's not that. It's not holding both belts. It's not W. I just want to go underwater. Is it Alt? No. Catarl? No. Pig up? Shift? No. Tab? No. That's not true, but thanks. Control space? Oh, do I gotta be hitting more buttons? Catarl space. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. That's a laser beam and a half right there. Ah! Valley of the Fallen Rainbow. And it's so nice that people put these ropes here so, you know, you can just figure life out. War mech from Final Fantasy 1. Okay. I would love to get me a war mech one day. Looks like he's out of it just from swimming a little bit. You know, I thought like a big gentleman like you, if you got yourself in the tub, you know, don't you all of a sudden weigh less? Congratulations, my friend. You get to come to the House of the Fierce. What are we rocking right now for that noggin? Still worse. One slut remaining in my inventory. It's not often that the Liberation Guard is welcoming heroes from distant lands, but he's doing his best to compose himself. You are Bastion Omega, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea, we are the Doman Liberation Front and honored to receive you. It would be so good for you to follow me. Alright then. And pay no attention to my terrible inventory that I yet again forget about all the time.
This is the House of the Fierce, but there are so few of them.
Well, probably because they were decimated.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others
Shift,
gave
click,
their
delete
lives
it
for the
all.
nation.
I
We
can't
are the
do
stubborn
that.
Even accounting for our comrades in the field,
A
we
few
are at
things,
fraction of
maybe.
our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots, brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Let my people go.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
What level does this expansion go to?
Yukiri!
70?
Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission.
Thank
it
you.
is good to see you again, my friends.
How's the work day going so far for you, RJD? Busy? Do people not leave you alone on the phone? Put the feet up, relax.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here.
Yes, let's carry on with our giant story.
The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your
It's friggin' stupid. Ports on strike. Truckers being stupid. It's all dumb. Wait, which port is on strike? Like just a local port, or is it like all ports in America? I feel like all ports in America would be a little silly. Truckers being stupid happens all the time, right?
Believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
All unionized ports in the US are on strike. That's not so bad. They should get paid. Oh, wow. I guess that was sort of like the old, when we were talking about the Canadian rail strike, not too long ago. Like, that's, they're all as one big thing, but I never thought, like, I guess, like, that's how you have the solidarity, though, right? Like, I guess if you just had each city have their own unionized port, like, someone would just go, like, the next closest city, right? So it makes sense that they would be all in one, I guess. And the truckers decided they didn't need to pick up the loads we had at those unionized ports last week. It's the best. You know, RJD, I feel like it's actually quite the opposite of the best. It possibly could be the worst. Now, can I ask, are the truckers unionized as well? I only ask of that in my time at the dildo factory. Some of the dildo factory workers are also unionized. And I remember back when we had a locked out situation when we needed things at the dildo plant. Other unions would not come into the dildo plant to show their solidarity of other unions. So I wondered if that was sort of the deal or not. You know, it's starting to make all sense now with Diddy having all those dildos, you know, being what's the word when the government takes your stuff? 980 of them. It may be the worst, plus the flood took out one of our branches in Tennessee. Luckily, no loss of life there, but everything is gone. Doesn't wood float, though, RJD?
Hear, hear. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord
It's floating
Kaya,
down the
who
river as
perished
we
during
speak.
the rebellion.
So in other words, it's just a houseboat.
When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he
Well,
did.
I'm sorry that you're in for
Until he
what
suffered
sounds like
grievous wound in battle
probably a
and
rough
vanished
couple of
without trace.
weeks. Couple $1 million worth.
Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
Oh, boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However,
I mean,
when I invited him
RJD,
to
I do
return with me
offer
to
this
Doma,
to anybody
this
and
to say.
everybody in my chat. If you just want me to play the big head honcho for you, just take the rest of the day off and, you know, you say like, oh, you know, I spoke with Joe who told me I could take the rest of the week off. I don't know if Joe is your boss or not, but, you know, maybe you follow up the line, you'll find some Joe CEO, right? You can have him call me right now. It'll be fine just dealing with irate people since yesterday, literally nothing I can do but listen and apologize. So hold on, I might be able to help here. How about I make a quick little voicemail for you here, maybe, you know, like 30 seconds long, where I just go like, hey, look, folks, we did nothing wrong, and I'm sincerely sorry for everything that's happened, and we'll make it good for you in the future, and then just end it. And you just every time that phone rings, that you just hit that. It doesn't even matter if it's somebody else that's calling for something completely different. That's just, you keep playing that. You know, you get one of those ducks that keep drinking the water that Homer got for hitting the keyboard. Just keep hitting that and keep having to hit the same thing over and over and over again. Then you can sit back, enjoy a drink or two with the feet up of how you did a good job, right?
If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts,
I'm going with a
I
repeat
shall
message
offer
of
unto
bend
her
over, no
conquerors
lube. I can
my
also
head.
say that if you'd like. I could add some swear words in there as well, if you'd like.
Thrice did I declare
Or a
to him
censor
that
button.
no true son or daughter
Whichever
of
you
Doma
prefer.
would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
She looks exhausted.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, 'twould be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
Yeah, we want to go to the tavern and drink. Do you have one of those here? Surely a secluded place like this has alcohol. Maybe not. It just looks like a hole. And we're sending our love down that hole, down that hole. As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetherite. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it's hardly irreversible, but they have necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but mayhap with my brother's help. Well, I guess we gotta go and get Alpha Node then, don't we? You guys gonna humber around it and sing Kumbaya and make everything just work again, or what? You should hear this. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. What do you have to understand? It's not a matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12th, they never even took the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything else we've ever seen before. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, cornered prey, alone and unarmed. He beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. One by one, my comrades charged, fearless and unflinching. We would dance amidst their blades for a time and then draw close as if to embrace. One after another. He made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch! What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it, nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from the of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but in finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience. He desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it. A hunt without end. And when all the best lay dead and broken, he left. He left muttering what bored him. But our weapons at least held his interest. For he took a fallen samurai sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those who have defeated enemies as gifts. It's like it's all gain to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords? We all feel the same, but, my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, but the strong. And the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. Mayhap a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that villain old age. But what say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your rising stones, I can see that may somewhat be lacking. But it's been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Xeno soon put paid to that. And with the aid of Yotsuyu and the secret she sold. Bastion, I do hope you've taken the opportunity to rest and recover. Sure, I sure have. It is well you spoke with one of the survivors of the massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamegan resistance has struggled, so too is the Doman Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, than the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few, and our enemies legion. We are weak, and they are strong, yet with our help, I believe there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. Alright, I relish the challenge. No? The disgusting condiment, by the way, though. If you guys throw that on a hot dog, I don't know if we can be friends. You relish the thought of facing that monster again? But of course, the hero of Eorzea fears no foe. Right you are. I have 0 sluts remaining in my inventory. It sounds like I should probably go somewhere. Like, let's go first to the Golden Saucer? No, Ulda, and then we can go to the Golden Saucer for free. Relish is delicious. Oh! Never have I come across a condiment that has made me want to violently be ill. Now, I'm going to say, I'm gonna say one of those things that probably annoys a lot of people by saying this. I have never once tried relish. It's just the look and the consistency of it that rather tickles me the wrong way. And also, no, I do not like pickles. But also, I do love me a dill pickle chip. I don't know if that's one of those weird Canadian flavors or not, but... Oh. Let's go into the inn and glamour ourselves up. Wrong way. You can't make a judgment without trying something first, bud. That shit is... No, I can and I will. But maybe not if you're not a pickle fan. No, I have had pickles. I have had pickles. And they are, Alright, so now I need to, armoire? Store an item. Yes, these things. So the squall stuff. Alright. So that got some stuff up. So now, what else was I putting in there? Okay, so I wanna put that on, but I also gotta put the ring on. So stores a glamour, yes. Bread and butter pickles are fantastic. Look, RJD, you're not gonna win me over here, okay? It's not happening, okay? It's just not. Mad Bard Ring, there it is. No, sorry, Mad Bird Ring. I can read it, right? Using a glamour prism on the select item, will place it into the glamour dresser, will reset its spirit bond to 0 and condition to 100%, as well as remove the customization, including glamours, crust, signatures, materia, and most ethereal bonuses. The item will be bound to you upon removal. Proceed, yes! Really? I cannot see liking dill pickles, perhaps. See, and I love them as chips, though. They're fantastic. Alright, so now... we gotta put this ring on every single thing. Look at that. Unbelievable. Ah! I won the lottery and I got that. See, so it'd be something on this. I don't think this would fit here, right? Yeah, so that doesn't show, unfortunately. You'd have to get all the see-through, you have to get the see-through gloves. Okay. Or have no gloves. Grillos, bread, and butter pickles. My family can eat a container of those every single day. Now would it go there? Nope. But to each their own. Okay, so we can put it there. Save. Looks like we can put it there. Save. You can get every piece of armor that's essentially invisible but takes up the slot, so your armor doesn't show through when you equip it. Wait, what? I can make things invisible? What is it about the pickles? I had a call and missed it. It's a piece of Glen. Oh, okay. So that's, okay. And then naked. Alright. I don't think I have, I think what I'm wearing currently. Okay, yeah, so there's no putting that on. Okay, so now if I want to glam, cast a glamour. There we go. There we go. Thank you. All right, we are good. All right, so we got a little bit of room. I don't know what to do with this stuff. I guess, you know, I guess that we are in Ulda. We can give that back. We'll have a little bit of spots left. I know it's... Believe me and you there, Miss Biscuits. I don't know how this happens from time to time. It just happens. But every goddamn time, I just accrue more and more crap, and I don't know what to do with it. I mean, sometimes I sell it, sometimes I don't. Just wish I knew. All right. All right. Where's my friend here? We've been selling things. You know, whether or not that stuff has been selling or not. Okay, some of it's obviously selling. Let's see here. View sale history. Have you been selling stuff? Yeah, looks like some stuff. Sure. Sell items in your inventory on the market. Sure. Is that gonna sell for anything? I don't know. 13. Okay, sure. See, these are good numbers. These are good numbers. What was that again? 13,999. 13,500. No, not 16. You idiot. 13,500. So, plundered gauntlets. Who wants those? 14. God. What? You kidding me right now? All right, savage materia, what is that going for? 220. This is the one thing I I like that that this game does not have mods, but from a World of Warcraft perspective of where this type of stuff is sort of automated and done a lot better, I sort of miss it in that aspect, if that makes sense. Of where you would just pick things and go, yep, I would like to sell those. 168. God damn it, Ashlyn. Alright. That got some stuff. Alright, now we can go back to... Oh, what is my... See, this is the other thing. Okay, seals are good. I was like, oh, with my goddamn luck, I'm gonna have, like, no goddamn seals. Or no, I'm gonna have 50,000 in seals, and it's gonna be way too much, and all that stuff. How close are we to running a dungeon? Or if not, we're running a dungeon. Time expired. Alright then. Yeah, I sort of thought that of, like, you know, do I still want to be doing that type of stuff? It's been a while since, you know, I'm basically only playing when I'm streaming now. Although last week was a little bit of a rough week. Not sure, but Wolf and I both have meetings 11. Okay, okay, which is like in a minute. In a minute. All right, let's get on into the barracks. Mine's very short. Not sure how long it is. That's fine. I can wait. I would assume half an hour. Okay. These guys working hard. Oh, I guess I could have went in here. Is there anybody to enlist? No enlistment papers. Okay. Confirm. Look at that. Everyone's leveled up. Great. Oh. I keep doing those things wrong. I don't understand this. I swear to God, every time I look to do these stupid squadron missions, always something is way off. Like, way off. And I don't know why. Like, why on earth is my mental ability so goddamn low when everything else is fine? So then, you know, of course, I do this, okay? I do this. I go over here. I go over here, and I go to the regiment board. And I'm like, okay, I need to do a training course. And, okay, I need mental training, okay? And I go and do it. And then it comes up with this stuff. Like, I don't understand these numbers of, like, am I ever going to get it? I don't know. Physical and mental, is that what I need? Do I need just the training course? Like, I thought, like, oh, okay, don't we want to just keep, like, squadron tribute? It says 280. Like, does that mean, like, that it's maxed out? I don't know. Squadron attribute total exceeds value allowed under one or more squadron attributes will be capped. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do, man. Okay? Like, and then you're suffering on the strength end. Like, everyone is like level 28. And we're gonna struggle to do a level 15? Are you kidding me? Like, what do I have to do to have this make sense? Just do it. I hope you fail miserably. Alright. Let's go. Exit. We're gonna go on over to the airship and go and visit the could you imagine winning the lottery twice back to back? People would lose their minds. I read on like the Reddit of like people, like there's people who've played this game for years and have never won it ever. Now mind you, I did play back in when this was a beta form and the gold saucer wasn't even really a thing. But you know, there's people who are just like, the best I've gotten was two numbers. That's it. I'm like, oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, for fuck. Do you know what I just forgot to do? Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give those things at these stupid pieces of gear. Why do I always forget, like, the most basic of easy things to do? Every time. Every goddamn time. 1.5 million points. Boy, I guess I should probably start buying some things, right? Come on, give me the, no. I'll take a 10. I'll take 1080, though. Yeah, what's good that I can buy for, like, a million, right? Hey, look at that. I'd prefer 1, 2, 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Come on, you can't give me anything. Alright, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be this, right? Do it again. No. You cheese doodle. Right. Oh, I didn't even know I was in it. Okay, god damn it, Stream Elements, you've got to figure your stuff out. That if you're gonna be setting me up for a an ad, you gotta tell me. Even though everyone in here is subscribed and they're not seeing the ad anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, but 1220. Ooh, 4th prize. Look at that. I am just coming up huge. And just like those delinquents that even though they win, they just keep playing every goddamn time, right? Just keep playing all the time. It never ends. You know, be a winner. Chicken dinner. Alright, okay, there we go. Yep, 9902. Boo, 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 boo. Shoo, boo, doo, ba, doo. Alright, back to Ulda, please. Because it's free. And, oh, yeah. Yeah! Alright. Take those things. You can't win if you don't play. No one likes a quit. I know, right? Even though I did win, though. But yeah, you want to always keep playing, right? You can't win if you don't play. So they say. I would prefer to win the real lottery as opposed to the in-game lottery. So, you know, maybe one day. Supply and provision, expert delivery, take it off my hands. The next one would have been winner 100%, probably. I mean, I play with a group at work. I think there's 8 of us, and we only play when it hits $50 million. But you know, that's that way, you know. I would love for one day, like, you know, it would be fantastic if we won the big one. Lottery wins in Canada are tax-free, so I know, like, we don't have, like, the giant Powerballs, like, that you guys have, like, where it's, like, in the billions, and then you have to pay, like, the tax. You don't have to pay tax in Canada on your lottery wins. So I'm always, I always would love for our group to win, just because it would... I mean, I don't take a stride into you know, what would happen, but, like, it would be comical to just, like, you know, of the small department I am in, that literally, like, I think 7 people would just quit out of nowhere because we won the lottery. Like, that would decimate our department. I don't know what they would know what to do if that happened, but not my problem if that happens, type of thing. The stubborn reminder. Oh, forgot. Okay. Why? Wait, is that like a... Oh, that's got to be the thing that's not really there. That'd be my guess. Yeah, my definition of not your pro... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a saying to something like that, isn't there? Like an emergency on my part doesn't constitute an emergency on mine, or something along those lines, I think, is how it's stated. So how... Oh. So I gotta go underwater again over there. Yeah, like, believe me, I've run it through my head as to, like, how would I approach that, of, like, would we all just show up to work in a limousine and then just, like, you know, just quit? Yeah, your fire drill is not my fire drill. I feel like there should be an easier button to do that than just... control space. I'll tell you, you'll know that it's happened, because the next day I'll have a slightly better camera, but you will notice all of the Funko Pops behind me. With maybe, like, pretty lights or something. So you have them, but you don't have them. I assume one of these days... Oh, I thought that guy was dead, and I was like, what are you doing, dude? Are you flopping around like a fish? And then I was like, oh, he's just doing, like, some, he's doing some push-ups. He's staying in shape. Good for him. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'm gonna go take a piss. I wonder if I can play another ad quickly. Come on, Twitch, figure it out. God damn it. I cannot run one because I just ran one. God damn it, Twitch, figure your shit out. How do I... Oh, maybe they're just scheduled, and maybe because of that, I can't get people to do them? Huh. Fair enough. All right. I will be right back with alcohol this time. It's beer o'clock. Be right back.
always hurts me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy, now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm feeling guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, lock me up for a key. Baby, it's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. You gotta take away the key, my baby. Lock me up for a key. Keep me in there. Lock me up for a key. Hey, pretty baby, come and save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying. I'm coming in with my hands held high. Gotta face it, I'm not gonna make it without your love, and I got nowhere to go. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, no, no, no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, babe. Hey, I said lock me up for a key. Yeah, ooh, yeah, lock me up for a key.
I'm back, and it is that wonderful time known as it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And how I have waited to have a Sapporo. Oh, it's gonna hit the spot. Gotta love playing Japanese games and having Japanese beer, but brewed in Canada. That's okay. Oh, it's the best sound ever right there, folks. And I hope just a little bit that Wolfslayer just peeked his head in briefly. Was thinking like, oh, I'm almost
5 o'clock somewhere.
I'm almost done my meeting. And then his ears are now bleeding. Thank you for that, RJD. I appreciate that. Oh, there it is. Cheers, my friends. All right, let that linger. Let the bubbles do their work. Erect the nipples and speak with Yuguri, who is now, thinking on it myself, have been long away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hyen. Hyen? I think I said this wrong before. Hyen? Hien? Bobby Heenan? Hien. Lord Hien. You know, just want to point this out, Biscuits. You're a super bright girl. It's spelt H-I-E-N. I know the English language isn't the best. Why on earth that's not Hyen, and then it's Hien? If it was Hien, then why wouldn't it be H-E-I-N? I know, right? Mayhaps it would be both to our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me to learn the truth of her heart? Let's do this together. Let us go among the people with our own eyes and bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gosetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you if that's all right. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Alright then. Now with my glowy sword, we're ready to go. We're gonna walk by this guy named Subaru. Where's the car? Wait, how is it raining? Oh. It's just like, where's my goddamn umbrella? And there is my umbrella. Potato, tomato. Potato, what? Okay, hold on. You broke my brain there for a second. Potato, tomato, potato, tomato. There we go. You almost broke me right there. You literally almost broke me. Like Coom. Yeah, bro. You officially broke me. Comb, tomb, and bomb. Nothing. I think I saw something like that on Instagram about some guy going through everything, and then he's like, you know, if that was supposed to be this and that, and it wouldn't be that. Gazootite. Yeah, right, exactly. Gallagher. It's not the guy that blows up watermelons with a giant mallet. Is he still alive? I feel like he's passed. Sure does look pretty, though. Alright, where are we heading? Does it ever, like, just not rain, like, once, ever? Like, everywhere I am, whether it's be Gridania. Died in 2022, I've learned. Yeah, I thought I remember that being mentioned back then. Bastion, I'm glad to see that you too put into your garments given the covert nature of our activities. Is it the umbrella? I should think I have obvious reasons, but to enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants. Bastion is our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. I was gonna say, do you want me to put on some crappy clothes, like, and make it appear like, oh, we're a merchant now? Gather information in the village by Shig USA. You? A merchant? Forgive my skepticism, but you strike me less of a man of commerce and more of a common sellsword. Give your best smile. I stand corrected. Warm and cordial nature you possess, I pray you forgive my earlier rudeness. It's been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of the insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared a little better. But we who remain know better than to risk her ire. And if the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. And if they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I nor anyone else here can afford it. I sell propane and propane accessories. Oh, it's Wolfman. It's actual Wolf's Lair. Wow, like this is like legit. It looks more. It looks like almost like owl bear like person, not quite owl wolf maybe. Traveling merchant with meat, perchance. Bah. Better not to know when I have a little silk coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin? Surely you have not been long in Yangshi, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were, but the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. There we go. Why are we so zoomed in here? Don't walk around in the rice fields like that. Foreign peddlers. In the mine? Whatever it is that you sell, I got no money to buy. Perhaps you should just go elsewhere. In saying that, I know of no village in Yangshi that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to samurai lords of Monzin, but they've not at all died in battle or in the purges. There's the Domain Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Daryu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. This is not going well. I guess I probably should go and see Chloe to get another book, you know. Even though haven't really utilized the last couple weeks. I mean, it's free, you know, so in case you do run a few dungeons or whatnot, it's not a complete waste. Weren't you the one who came here with the general? No? Oh, my mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yangshi ever since the rebellion. Fortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack many of great things. It was not much better before, but it's only gotten worse. Well, that sucks. What does the village merchant have to sell? Got a little bit of everything, eh? Expensive, might I add. I mean, I might have $5.8 million, but I'm not about to spend it on you. Bastion, what have you learned? I learned that life is rough for these people, and it doesn't need to be. Lisa and I encountered much of the same. They've been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I can't convince Lord Heian to return and without him. Level 67. Is that now our highest level? Yeah, we might have to downgrade back on down to Bard now. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know? Look at that. Unable to apply glamour plates here. What? Why? But I gotta show off my... I gotta show off my cool new ring. Let's not lose hope. The situation in Amaya is bleak and mayhap not so elsewhere. I wish to speak to others around the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east, Bastion. I ask that you look to the south. Surely they can't have all given into despair. Unless maybe it was like stuck in a... I can't do plates here, eh? Alright, whatever. Be weird, game. Be weird. So how far are we heading? Not too far. That's another thing too. I gotta start keeping an eye on the like the levels. Like, what is that? The Ballad of Oblivion, level 60, and I'm level 65. I'm probably missing out on a couple of new what do you call them? Moves, rolls, actions, traits. Let's see, what are we missing? So we're probably gonna get oh, maybe not, I guess you would say. So that's probably the next one we're getting. Increases HP recovery via healing actions by 15% for self and other members. That would be pretty good. And the Refulgent Arrow. Come on. Who would have thought tiny little caterpillars would be so dang hard to defeat? Although, starting to realize now, like, when was the last time I actually probably upgraded this? Well, 255 is not the worst. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. Oh, you're fine now, kid. What am I doing out here? Oh, I'm looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mom's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Oh, for God's sakes. Why does this just get worse and worse? And drive over there in luxury. Just imagine these group of people just come on over and I'm sitting here just driving along, you know, in my Final Fantasy 15 car. Give me a break, right? I'm trying to think what other class I was playing that had some pretty good burst damage. I want to say maybe... might have been... I keep wanting to say Musketeer. I have no idea why, but Machinist. But I gotta certainly level it up a lot more. A golden carnation. God's sake. No, what? This is gonna cost me. God damn it! Gotta get out of there. Oh God! Do not die! Do not die! Oh, thank God. I'm probably slightly under-leveled now at this point. Probably, you know, even red. Like, what level is the red mage at? 66. Yeah, the Gunbreaker really is. Oh, for God's sakes! How come you can't change class? Do it and do it now. All right, murder these things. All because I attacked the wrong thing. Show you how it's done here, ladies. Yeah, like barely any damage done to me yet. I mean, I get that, you know, I'm a tank or whatever, but geez Louise, like, is this really the thing? Did you dodge that? My glowy weapon. You can't do nothing. And I gotta say, I really think that, like, partially watching someone like Ms. Biscuits play as Gunbreaker, and, you know, it really does look like a lot of fun is had while playing that. I don't know if that, you know, maybe if we do a dungeon after, I'll have to maybe look at it, because I'll have the support of friends to play it, but it's an enjoyable class. I just need to be dressed as a hot bunny now from Nier Automata to really settle that in, I think. That's what I need. Rhino beetles. Here, I got you your flowers, the yellow wildflowers there, Azami. I hope they're good to your liking there, please. You found some. Thank you so much. That's twice you've saved me now. It is indeed. If you have some time to spare, could you come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me such kindness. We buried them off by a cliff on the west of the village. There's a path near the terraces. I'll show you. I would like that. I would like that. We're both back. Glad to have you back in the saddle. Yeah, I'll have to go back and get a Chloe's book. Are you telling me that? Oh, it's probably gonna be up here. Being gonna be my guess. I was gonna be like, I went over here. God dang it! It is not gonna be over here. It's gonna be up there. God damn. You have it both until 2 o'clock, me less so at 1, but should be able to do some stuff. Okay. Let's cross over the bridge. Should probably grab Chloe's book. Alright, I want to go up here. Pay attention, Jordan. These areas, I'm not asking for things to be super simplified, and I do like the look of the areas we are in, but like when they needlessly have to be overly complicated to get to a specific area, sort of is a pain in the ass. It really just shares of like, oh, you really wish you had like a flying mount. But then again, I'm flying through everything so rather quickly that it's not. Oh, I do see an ether current over there, though, so... We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers, and I'll introduce you. I remember being a crafter in this area for the first time. Did you know there's a gatherable resource here that's necessary for multiple crafted gear recipes, but you literally cannot get to it without flight? I remember before I had stopped playing, that there was a side quest that really irked me. And I want to say it was something to do with rescuing a cat. And I want to say it was in for Heaven's Ward. And for the longest time, it wasn't clicking into me that, like, oh, you had to have flight to get it. So I'm sitting here, I type it in, and then it's like, oh, everyone's like, oh, no, you just fly up there. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't have flight yet. And then I was realizing, like, you had to have all these currents to get flight or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, that's going to take long. So I remember, like, reading, like, a way of doing the quest of getting up onto this rooftop without flight. And you had to jump up on, like, some lamppost, jump up on some type of roof structure, and then go on over. And then there's, like, this small little, like, gap of like a ledge that you had to jump on, and if you missed it, you'd fall all the way down and you'd have to start over, all for some stupid side quest to rescue a cat. And I was like, oh, and everyone was like, what people were mad about was like, why would they put in a quest that required flight when they knew that people probably would not have flight getting into that area? Like, it was one of the very like beginning spots that you would run into, and I was like, oh, for God's sakes, like, someone didn't think that through. Azami? Azami, are you there? Azami? What the? You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. He saved me from the monsters, brother. He even helped me pick flowers from Mom and Dad. Go back to the village. Now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister's the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here, so please, I'm begging of you. Just leave us alone. She said your parents were buried here. Let's just pretend I didn't hear a word he said. She told you? Oh, yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Kyan. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd be burned the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square, their hands with sticks and anything. They kicked us while we laid on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, called them fools, called them traitors, said they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear that he'd hoped to do my sister if they came back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is one wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. You want to fight the Imperials? Go on and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. The kid's not wrong. The kid is not wrong. All right, you guys up for a dungeon? I don't know if I have something that's about to happen immediately or not, but I need to go and see Chloe to get a new book, and then if you are interested. Where is it I need to go to? Idleshire, isn't it? God, it's so expensive. Does Chloe know how expensive it is to go and visit her for books? Excuse me. Thought I could fly, but I can't. Hi, Chloe. I have a new book. Yes, oh, I have to say, pretty please. The one thing that sort of, I don't want to say irked me, and I understand the concept of why the book is the way it is, because it encourages higher level people to run lower level stuff. But I feel like I am maybe I'm on the outlier of it. Of like, I just like Googled, I was like, how come there's not more lower level content that's pertained to the book? Like, to be quite frank, like, I never really see these change too much. Like, they're always, like, the extremes. So, like, I mean, I don't know the levels of that type of stuff. But, like, to me, and in my eyes, it's these top 4 that are really the only ones that I do. And then everything else, like, okay, this is the first time I've actually seen the Frontline been in. So that might be a good thing to do. But everything else is raids and other stuff, like, of the extreme. Like, why isn't it just like the Bowl of Embers normal, right? Like the first one that you run into, like level 20, people are still coming into this game brand new. Like, that would be something of like, oh, go and do that, go and help new people. Like, I get this, and that you might get it from doing a duty roulette type of thing. I get it, but all this other stuff, like, I don't know what a treasure dungeon is. Alexander, I don't think we've done before. Like, all these other ones. The Weeping City of Mahak. Is that a dungeon? I don't know. But I apparently I'm in the I'm in the minority of that. Yeah, I don't even see like that one mentioned. So maybe that's a Stormblood dungeon, which I only have one. I have no idea. But there's so much good stuff here, right? Like, you know, that still be done. It's not. And I'm not even the right level. 240? What? Am I not above level 240? 237. Guess my earrings or my necklace could be upgraded, I guess. All right. yeah, if you guys are interested in doing something, I'm more than willing to dive on into something if you are up for it. I'm gonna have to do some more hunts to get some of these tickets back. You come at a good time, Bastion, but we recently completed our inquiries. What about yours? Well, mine didn't go. You will be ready in a sec. Okay. I was not aware of these events. The boy, Ice. He told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me. That outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? That at first I scoffed at this pronouncement? It feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Oh, there's an upgrade right there. The hands. Wait. How? Oh. Is that why? It went up one. A new ruby teeth? Yet again about getting these people to donate to churches? Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? We gotta find a place to hide. Am I tanking? Depends what we're doing. You tell me. Guess it don't matter. No. Unless you want me to. I mean, I'm only going to get better at it, but I don't know if I would, You'll tank. There we go. Alright. The friendo list. Oh, you guys are gobbing it up in the gob. Alright. So are we up for a high level or the leveling? Either or. Doesn't matter to me. I mean, usually we do both anyways, so it's just like, which one would you prefer to do first? Either or, right. Voodoo. You know what's funny? The other day I was, last week, I was trying to get a bunch of books, or a bunch of things done. It didn't sour me, but I was annoyed. I went to do a couple of dungeons. I was like, oh, okay, I'll go and play something. And back to back to back, three times, I got the Bowl of Embers. Oh no, my glamour plate is needs to be upset. Oh, I forget how I have to do that again. I gotta reset it because now it's screwed up. Oh, dungeons are always calming and nice and easy to take part in. I like it when it's doing it with friends. It's enjoyable experiences. If they could just stop attacking me, that'd be great. I think that's also part of the problem of me not getting, like, you know, the Gunbreaker being the high-leveled stuff. I'm not getting anything in questing gear that's allowing that to me not have that be an issue. Okay. God, I look over at my stream setting for 1 second and they want to drop bombs on me. Has anyone seen the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix? I feel like even if you're not quite the wrestling fan, it'll be somewhat of interest to you. Just, of course, of knowing what's everything happening now either. I can't get over Vince McMahon's mustache. I can't get over, like, what that man used to look like in the early 2000s, the late 90s and whatnot, and then, like, to see him, like, I mean, I know everyone gets old, but, like, he just looks weird. How do I fix my, my portrait that I've done that? Remember that portrait thing that you do? I can't remember if it was, okay, portraits? Oh, God. So my guy is, my person has disappeared. I guess I can't do it right now. Okay. It's good, DJ. It's good. I know like Vince McMahon sees it a little bit as a hit piece, and they explain it at the very, very beginning that the interview was sort of done, I think it was 3 or 4 months previous to all of his legal troubles, and then it happens in between. I'm only on episode 2, but it's relatively good. I mean, as a wrestling fan, I like it, and it's good to see. But it's weird of, like, I know Vince McMahon isn't really involved with the WWE anymore, so I guess this is part of it, but it's weird of, like, how, like, the WWE and Netflix are going to be, you know, married together for next year with the showing of all of their content, but then they show this scathing, you know, documentary on their former boss. So we got 2 options: wait to see if the Red Mage connects, or vote kick and refill the slot. Give them like a minute or 2. I'm fine with that. And if they don't show, we can just vote to kick. I know what happens. So I can't. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. One second. You're catching up on Raw. Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, the bard's being an idiot right now. Nearly spilled my beer. Apologies. We're good. Sorry. Thank you. And I like to see that as well. People waiting on people. I think that's a wonderful thing. I think this is the one where we gotta aim for the balloon again or something. I feel like we do this one quite often, don't we? Jey Usu's the new champ, eh? Good for him. Is he the one that everyone was having, like, trouble with beforehand? Or, like, his dad was like, where on earth is he? I thought that was a little weird. No, that was not him. It was the other one then, wasn't it? The twin. Pray for Jimmy. No one knows where Jimmy even is. All right. The drawbridge rises. Rise, Lord Vader. Yeah, RJD, if you can find time for yourself in between having sex every day, I suggest to highly watch that the Vince McMahon documentary on the Netflix. I know you're an extremely busy man. Come on, get that over and done with. There we go. It's a flashing numbers and letters and things coming up Millhouse. Gates, eh? Oh, the boner key! Great stuff. I feel like that should go to RJD. Mr. Gooboos! Aw, look at them little gerbils. Get out of the way, Dr. Test. You don't want to be involved in that. It'll leave a slapping pickle of a tickle for you. You're doing the bee's knees dance. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know you had that much time on your hands while you're busy tanking. And we've got to remember, we've got to do that binding coil raid one day. Maybe set up. I mean, it doesn't even have to be on stream. But we got to remember to do it. If the three of us could do it as a whole, I do not know, but. I'm not sure if we're supposed to like separate or something, so that's why I moved over here. It's very nice to do a dungeon also where like everything is I'm allowed to use, like I'm not stuck out using, you know, no certain, you know, moves. They're not blocked out. Oh, nice of you to step on by near me there, Koro. Should have bought me a drink first though. Ow. Hey, level 66. The first mountain, like ever? You know what I forgot to take? Experience food. I always forget. You know why? Because someone didn't remind me to have food. I'm purely reliant on Mr. Biscuits to remind me to have food, and I forgot. That was fun. Nobody else did the wee or the woo. See, Ric Flair got divorced for the 5th time. Doesn't that guy have any money left? Hey, Dark Fantasy Realms! How are you? On lunch, which means you can actually hear me. Turn them speakers up real loud. Get in on it. How are you? Long time no see since yesterday, right? Hi. I am great. How are you? Doing well. Equally, not as great, but no complaints, if you will. And I'm only a little bit that way because I partially almost spilt my beer. So, it's one of those deals, you know? Almost, like crisis averted. But, we all know how I feel about my beer, so it was a little too much head was the problem. And sometimes in the real world, sometimes too much head is never a problem. Just ask that Huk Tua girl or whatever. Doesn't she have a podcast now or something where she probably talks about particle physics or something, I'm sure. We just want to do good in the world. That's it, right? If you can turn, a little saying about you spitting on a penis into something good, then so be it. You still playing Final Fantasy 14 Dark Fantasy? Waiting for the post-game patch. Boy, what's it like to play games like, as things are like coming out? Like, I mean, I am so far behind on everything that I'm just like, I got so many games to just Ow, that tickled. Waiting sucks, I know, right? But what else would you rather do, right? And are you waiting on like a new Kai game? I feel like that's all I see popping up every once in a while. Where it's weird of like the things I see on on Twitter or X or whatever it's all called. Because is there the Japanese version coming out? Is that what's the problem? I already know what happens when Kai and then I'm waiting for the English release. Okay. Metaphor and Romancing Sag. I downloaded the Metaphor Fantasio demo. I was relatively interested to give it a whirl. I just haven't had the time, unfortunately. It is fantastic. I heard. It was really good. Dr. Tess, you take that, please. Oh, I already have the Shaggy guy. Boy, they left in a hurry. Thank you very much, my friends. I somehow have to go and Is it? I'm only familiar with like the Persona series. You got calmed on. Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean like? Does that mean everyone commended you? Commendated you or something? It's Persona and Daybreak combined. Oh, okay. Having not played Daybreak, I'm not too familiar. I know like Daybreak changed the fighting per se, so I know like there was that thing. All right, portraits. I need to change my portrait. So how come it's changed back here? Like what was? So what do I have to do? You must edit it. So I just gotta edit it and then hit save, and then we're back to something. Did I add the ring? I did. How do I show it off? I probably want to change like my showing it off, right? What would be a Oh God, he's like doing stuff. Yeah, I did add the ring. But I gotta know how I like go, you know, look, really bling it off for me. We'll get there. All right, so I guess I got to have I not changed these around? Like what is going on here? Might just have to mess around with. Yeah, that would be my guess. That would be my guess. Nope. Why does that one look so? And then that one? What is going on? Okay, so sometimes it's just the sometimes it's the gear. All right. Edit. Save. Okay. Close. So what's the problem with that one? Why doesn't it have Where's my comic one, god damn it? Am I missing it? What? There it is. That's all I wanted. Just want to think about food and things. Alright. You guys want to do one more before you gotta really bounce out? Is my inventory full? No. I fixed that. I got a piece of bread. We can do another? Alright, I am going to hop on as a machinist. I just like saying things ever so wrong all the time. Oh my, hello. No, I hit the wrong button again. Let's do leveling. Oh, shit. I guess it won't matter. Looks like I'm just getting those things in. God damn it, I forgot to do the ready check. That's on me. That's on me. One of you decided to go off and go fishing for fucking like 6 seconds, probably. Everything's just too damn close. There we go. Banzai! Oh, great, this one. Hello, I'm Troy McClure. I feel like I don't know if anyone's more so a full-fledged machinist, but is there like blunderbusses or pistols that you eventually can get instead of these giant like one-handed shotgun thingies? Like, I mean, I don't mind them, but they are a little over the top, if you follow me. Are we killing things so quickly here that I am not, like, killing things quickly enough here? I swear to God, I'll make sense in English language eventually. Ah, the numbing breath now. Good on that thing. Yeah, I think it was Cloud that was saying, like, literally, like, this is the hunter version from World of Warcraft. Like, literally stand there and you can just shoot all day. It don't matter to nobody. And you get to look pretty doing it. Which, you know, in my opinion, is probably one of the more important things. You know, you want to look good, doing anything and everything you can. If you're not, why are you even trying? What time does the workday go till, Miss Realms? 2 o'clock? 1:30? 9 o'clock? Working all day. Working 9 to 2 o'clock. 9 to 2, 10 to 2, 1 to 2. Nobody knows. Did the hurricane come up your way? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Now we just got kind of strong winds, just like someone may have just like farted or something. Why would you only be like laid off for like a week? Am I missing something? It seems like a weird amount of time to be laid off for. You know, everyone loves just chasing around this little gobby guy. It's think I shot him up the rump roast, and that was the killing blow right there. Oh yeah, lucid dreaming. What? No projects right now after tomorrow, so it's just a slow time of the year. But they can just like lay you off just like that. Like just like, okay, there'll be work for you next week. Like you don't have any guarantee of hours or something like that. No work, don't get paid. Oh. I know a lot of people who don't do any work and still somehow get paid. Boggles my mind. So like, I guess like the weird. I mean, you don't have to talk about this. I'm intrigued by it. I guess like, so like, what if it goes longer than like 1 week, or if they just say like, oh sorry, like it looks like 2 more weeks, maybe you'll be back to work. Like I feel like you're getting screwed in that aspect. Like, I mean, I guess you just have to go and find another gig, right? Like. The longest we've been off is a week. Okay. I guess if that's at least consistent in some way, shape, or form. So hopefully it won't be longer than that, but if it is, nothing I can. Right? I mean, yeah. Like I guess that's the deal of it, right? And there's unfortunately not much you can do. Like I know, like at my work, I mean, well, the dildos have been flying off the market. And I have seen, like, at my work long ago, like, the unionized staff had been laid off, like, just because there'd been no orders, but, like, they usually do that, like, and that's, like, for 6 months, like, just, like, something, terrible happens in the economy or something, or the plant has got to shut down for something, but, obviously it's been quite some time since that's ever happened. There are slow times when it's weird, like, they'll just send people home or whatever, and more than enough people are more than happy to just go home and work a half a day or whatever, but it's never like a something like, oh, you can be laid off for a week or not. It's not the way it works, I guess. Bip Nutkin. I didn't even realize that guy's name. One of the best names I've seen ever. You dare be shooting that stuff at me. Come on now. Oh, that's a little early. Come on now. Happy-go-lucky with that. I mean, I guess there's never a bad time to use the limit break, but I thought at least wouldn't you want to show off with the end, you know? Krakau's, some long stops, and lip flaps on long stop. What on earth even was that word? Well, thank you very much, friends, for a couple of nice, quick, easy runs through some nice, lovable dungeons. Always appreciate it. How is Stormblood treating? Good, good. We're you know, it's business is picking up. As they say, things are going all right so far. Also, there's 100% bad times to use limit breaks. Oh, was that one of them? Was that one of them? Because it wasn't me that did it. Nah, I mean, like it's weird. Of like, I've seen people say like, oh, try to use it for like the last 5%, but in stuff like that, it seemed like, you know, like the 5% could have been just long gone and dead before we even figured it out. I've also seen bad times to do them, like when like just like the direction of it. Like I've used one before, and then the enemy gets up and stands up, and you're like, well, shit. What on earth for that, right? Oh, so then I guess I gotta go back to the portrait thing and then edit it and then save. Yeah. Am I just wrong? Shouldn't there be a way for that to just happen automatically? Like, the fact that I have to go into my portrait and save that, is that not a little bit of a silly nanny? I feel like it is. Portrait system isn't the greatest. I feel like it should... There should be a way, like, I feel like... It's one of those things of where I feel like someone had an idea and was like, hey, how about we have this portrait system? And they're like, okay, sure. And they're like, how about we have it for every single class? As opposed to like, if it's linked to what you are equipped as, I feel like you only need one portrait then, right? And then that way, whatever you are, it just changes to whatever your thing is. And it should just meld and marry to each other, and it shouldn't be relatively overly complicated, but here we are. And then, of course, there's the adventure plate thing, which is even more confusing at times. Am I going inside this? Okay, that's not. Am I going in here? Where is this person? Are you on the rooftop? Where are you? Ah. I can see having a unique portrait for each gear set you have registered. I just wish it would follow a snapshot your gear at the time of creation or edit. Yeah, like, I mean, that too, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I see having a unique portrait for each gear set, but the problem is, like, you only see a portrait of what your current, like, people only see your portrait of your current gear set. Right? Like, no one is seeing all of these of mine. It's only, the only one they see is what I'm playing as. So it doesn't make sense to me of, like, why should I have a different one for each thing? If I want to change it up, then it should just be one global portrait. That's my take on it. Maybe I'm, like, you know, flowing up the wrong river. I don't know, but it's a little weird to me. I'm always flowing up the wrong rivers. All the time. In 3 hours, I'm forgetting about my beer, for crying out loud.
Imperials.
Uh-oh. I have the feeling they have heard about us. What on earth is that beeping no- I mean, I know what that beeping noise is, but where the hell is this beeping truck backing up? I'll lose my mind.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now!
I was just gonna say, like, are they gonna listen to them or not? I guess they are.
Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered.
So I just want to be clear. He's talking about the woman with the freckle and her big hulking guy, right? Is that who he's referring to? Just so I am aware. Unless he's talking about someone completely different, then I am going to be confused.
As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well.
I think her name is Yuhu Bubu Gabu Sapu Mamanu, and I'm getting her name mixed up with Yuguri. I know it's along those lines, so I'm just going to go with Yu Pupu Yubadu.
There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes.
Yuguri equals the ninja ally, and Yotsuyu equals the sexy tyrant. You see, Wolfslayer, you got the name wrong. It's not Yotsuyu, it's Yuyu Mama Gaga Boo Boo. Nailed it. Thank you for listening, Miss Biscuits.
You first.
Why wouldn't you pick the Wolfman? Okay, thank you. At least we're making sense here.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Back to work. Don't work too hard, Miss Realms, okay? I want you to put the least amount of effort forward.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away.
That will not cause you trouble.
Outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
They didn't even send over like a chocobo wagon to pick everyone up for the long walk over. I guess it's not a long walk. It's
There's
just
no
beyond
telling
that,
what might happen
that
to
veil.
those people. We have to help them.
And we shall. But before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me?
What are you just nodding for? I didn't say anything. I wouldn't agree to helping these people. I'm the warrior of goddamn light, and I'm gonna do what I want to do.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight.
Soon enough, Lys. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, we must hurry. Aye, aye. Are we going through the veil? Are they going to allow us? Are they going to be like, who are you? Like, well... I'm Jordan. Oh, for the love of Pete. Really? You know, I just wanted to talk to your Guri, and you know, you had to come on over here and, you know, flub your gums. And I don't get any time to myself. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Okay? Here, it's a shinobi's tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. For circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you're a veteran warrior, and I'm sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Search your surroundings for the Imperial soldier. You may move the camera as well and zoom in and out. Target the soldier and use the blowgun with whatever fucking blue happy face that was. Oh, shit. Did that not hit him? Right in the bum? Okay. Howdy, how's 14 treating us today? It's treating us well there, Arcosis, and I hope I did not butcher that. I just hit somebody with a dart in the bum. And they're going to go and have a great big nap time. Fun fact, she has unique dialogue if you've unlocked Ninja. She remarks on the fact that you should be familiar with using blowguns. Blowguns, not blowjobs. So we are not a huck chua. Okay. Well done, my friend. Now give your map. It's a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, though. I shall be with you every step of the way. Keeping watch for other patrols, we shall speak again on the other side of the river. What, you're just gonna leave me? Okay. How are you, Arcosis? The true question's being asked. You got this under control. She's got other ninja things to do. Yeah, but I could always use the help, right? I don't want to be left out of it. That's the problem. You get left out on it. Oh, now you want me to get 2 of these people? Let's see how far I can shoot them with. Do you want me really to... Oh, I got him right in the penis. That is not... Oh. That one was not in the penis. Probably more in the gut. Oh. Oh, right in the rump roast. How do we know that that guy might have fallen the wrong way into the water and possibly even would have drowned? I hate taking a sleep dart to the dick, right? I mean, you know who I'll tell you right now? Arcosis, who doesn't mind getting a sleep dart to the dick? RJD. It actually probably would have helped him out every once in a while. How good at your job you have to be to not notice someone drop 10 feet away from you? I mean, what if it's like just one of those weird things, like maybe he just doesn't care, right? He's just like, did you see that? Jim took a dart to the dick. Well, I certainly hope no dart takes me out, right? Tranquilizer straight to the spine, that guy won't walk again. In their defense, though, those helmets look impossible to see and or hear out of. I thought that was going to be a condom joke there, Arcosis. Very Stormtrooper. Yes. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground. Let's put it away. See if we can find that other current. And our lackadaisical lazy boy. You too can have a lazy boy. Is that a weasel? A weasel? That does not look like a weasel. Can you imagine weasels look like this? They'd be terrifying in the real world. So it's a very agitated... Yes, it is. So I gotta ask, I assume you play this yourself as well, Arcosis. What class do you partake in? Or are you a little bit of everything? I mean, that's the beauty of this game, is you can be anything you want. Few hours in the game, just a few. I feel like you're playing with us there. That few could be probably like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours. What is it? Is it slash play time? What are we at? 14 days, 9 hours, and 38 of the sexiest minutes you've ever watched in your life. About 6,000 hours. That's a lot. But this game's also been out for quite some time, so you're all over the board, but probably have the most time on White Mage, Sage, and Reaper. I haven't tried Reaper yet. I've heard good things. I did start off as a bard, or an archer, if you will. And then I've slowly accustomed, right now I'm playing Gunbreaker purely because right now I think I'm a little underleveled with the Bard and Red Mage at the moment, but I'm liking my time with the Gunbreaker. The only thing is I'm a little unsure of maybe tanking the current big dungeons we'd be getting into, but as long as you're in with a good grouping, it's not too bad. Excellent work! They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south. Flumminous! Once it was the base of operations for the Garlean Empire until 10 or so years ago when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little bit more than a storage facility. I spied 2 sentries near the gate. As you've proven yourself to be impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should offer you a clear shot. Generally, if you let people know you're new, they'll be pretty chill about mistakes as long as you look like you're trying. That's the important part, right? You trying at least? Yeah, I do come from World of Warcraft. I haven't played that in many, many moons, but Final Fantasy is a much nicer community and much more willing to help your average, Joe in getting through some things. And I'm always adamant about whether I'm new to healing or if I haven't done a dungeon before. I'm always willing to say, like, hey, I'm new, I'm gonna take this slow, so don't be mad. Oh yeah, like, literally, like, oh, what the? Yep. Oh. Right in the liver. That was the first guy that actually noticed, like, his buddy Gary got hit. It's like, well, didn't see that coming. What server are you on? We are on Leviathan. I know this game is very much opened up, much like World of Warcraft has, where people can all play from multiple servers and generally be good together. But we're always good to look. If you want to ever do a dungeon together or whatever, I'm more than willing to help you on out, or you can help me out. The way is clear. Let's move closer and see what has become of the villagers. I gotta use that blow dart again, so help me God. Siren and Lamia and Ultros and Zalera and Phoenix and Odin and Halicarnassus and... So it sounds like you might be a little bit of an altaholic. That term comes from World of Warcraft, where we had, you weren't able to just make up any class you wanted. You had to have a character and then a class, and that was it. If you wanted to try something different, you had to make a different character. But 10 or 11 alts, your main is off of Ultras. Okay, good for you. Now, what's the favorite race? Are you a potato? Are you a pizza topping known as a Lalafell? You're going to address these people personally. Very nice. Your main is a Femro. I'm unfamiliar of what that is. Is that one of the new cat races? The one that looks like a lion? Like, I mean, if I was to look like your typical domesticated house cat, you are a lion? Oh, a female Rogadin. That's tall with muscles. Think Osetsu, but female. Oh, the big muscly people. All right, the big Hulk Hogan type. I'm gonna get her name wrong, but I pronounce everything incorrectly here. Merylweeb, I think. The chick who runs Limsa Lominsa, right? Her. I know who you're speaking of. Attention! Shortly you'll be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you've been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature, and more specifically, you will be tasked with repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'll take us months, if not years, to learn that kind of work. I think you're starting to figure out why they want you. The material in question was damaged by your kith and kin that rose up in the rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. If you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Ah, yes. Mirawi Blofasco Simonin. Don't be silly. Row names don't include that many vowels. Not values, vowels. Deal with this rabble. I am needed at the castle. Yeah, how silly, Wolfslayer. They have a few more U's instead of O's. Ah, yes, Blif Simonimilewedidibindinin. Old Germanic is a hard language. Do you really think Old Germanic is harder than your typical English language? We were just going on about that earlier. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we're to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? No, but English is 3 languages in a trench coat. Right you are. Now let's be about it. The will to live. Despite her urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to safety for the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarum. Please don't call alarms alarums. Oh. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. Okay then. Do you play on console or PC, Ark? Can I call you Ark, or would you prefer me to call you Arcosis? We gotta use old-fashioned terminology. It makes more fantasy. Yes. PC definitely. Okay. I knew don't. Now, do you still utilize the keyboard and mouse, or are you a weirdo like Ms. Biscuits and use the controller while playing on PC? For mercy, you spy. No Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the sounds. Ugiri is waiting. I'll answer just about anything as long as I can tell you're addressing me. I had a friend who called me Frank for 4 years. My name is not Frank. Can I still call you Frank, though? I feel like that's awesome. Okay, so sort of like myself. I mean, not that it helps me in any way, shape, or form, but I got the Corsair Scimitar? Shkabadar. I don't know. Even my time with World of Warcraft, I had the Razor Naga. I do not know how anybody uses a normal mouse and plays an MMO. No idea. I don't know how your fingers fing and then use Wasada and then also somehow hit all of the numbers. No idea. No idea. What did you do to these people? Are they napping? Are they dead? Ugiri, that was not nice. Speak softly. Unless the others here. What about outside? Nothing happened outside. Wolf over here using a trackball. I don't know if you're joking or not. You don't bind to the numbers. You rebind your hotbar into some impressively contorted spaghetti around WASD. See, that's even worse. Because, like, I'm lucky if I can hit the WASD. I wouldn't even trust myself to be able to hit Q or E, let alone R or T, or a Z and a C. I only go up to 5 on the numbers. Okay. Yeah, I can't go back. Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. Like, once you go MMO, you know, there's a saying, obviously. I think it's, what is it? Once you go black, you never go back. It doesn't really have the same ring to it as, once you go MMO mouse, something. From there, it's combinations of FEQ and mouse buttons. But like, I've seen some mouse buttons. Like, I mean, even on this one, I mean, it's got all the numbers on the side, which, you know, is simple of just taking the numpad and resyncing them over to that. But like, the top buttons are usually your DPI buttons, which I don't dick around with either, but I don't know how you do it, Wolfslayer. I even use an MMO mouse for shooters. Those side buttons work just as well for swapping weapons. Okay. Yeah, I don't play shooters. I'm terrible at most games. Generally Japanese RPGs over here. I've been looking at I don't know if you'd call Cyberpunk a first-person shooter, but I am going to whet my appetite in that eventually, so. Oh my god, they're talking about bidets in the novice chat. I never thought the day would come. Yeah, I mean, and to be frank, not referring to you, Ark, this would be pretty much the only game I would use a mouse and a keyboard for. Generally, all of the other games I play, they'll be on PC, but I'm going to use everyone's most favorite controller, the Stadia controller. Or the Xbox 360 controller. Cyberpunk 2077 is definitely an FPS RPG. It's also a ton of fun. Yeah. I have been playing it a little bit just to make sure it's all fitting in, but it's looking like it's going to be a really good fun game to stream. All right, I get my pick of uniforms. Let's go with the strapping soldier. A Stadia controller? Where's that Indiana Jones "it belongs in a museum" meme that I need? I mean, I bought, so it's funny we were talking about Cyberpunk. So when Stadia came out, it came out around the same time as when Cyberpunk came out. So I got, essentially, you can look at it either way. Either I got the starter set for Stadia, or I got Cyberpunk for free. Either or, they were about the same thing. So I got Cyberpunk for free, and I found it ran on Stadia perfectly fine, sensible. And then when Google shut it down, I got my money back. So then I bought Cyberpunk again on PC. So now I got it on GOG with the Phantom Liberty and everything. So I mean, I wasn't out any money. I was happy about that. And you know what? Like, outside of the only thing that annoys me is that it's now just a Bluetooth controller. But the only thing that annoys me, that unless it's plugged in, and I hate having my controller plugged in, the vibration does not work. So, I mean, it's not my go-to controller. It's there because it's got really good battery life. My general use is my Xbox 360 or my Xbox One controller, I guess. Like the stark difference in weight of these two. I'm sorry, my blurring of my NVIDIA thing really tells you, like, you know, this is the good controller. Like, I'd like to buy a PS5 controller. I was looking at those 30th anniversary ones because I really liked that old PlayStation gray. And I've been meaning to get one. Like, I don't have a PS5. I probably will not buy another console except for probably the Switch 2 when it comes out. But I really have zero interest in buying a $800 console because I live in Canada and our dollar is monopoly money. I have chosen one to my liking. Yes, I have. And we shall hide in plain sight. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. Wait, so I stole a uniform from one of the people, then she put them in their barracks to sleep, and then stole their uniforms again? Am I confused? Alright. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. So I need to be in a uniform. Do I need one of these bottomless burlap sacks or what? So drugging the guys was totally unnecessary. Yes, that would appear so. So it looks like I got to put these on. All right. They won't mind if I just show up in a chocobo, though. Time already? Yes, it is. Fortunately, they stopped doing the replace your real armor with cosmetic stuff eventually. Oh, like, do they actually? Like, when would that be? Like, Dawn Trail or what? Because, you know, that's, Bless me. Shadowbringers? I think they remember glamours are a thing that exists. Okay, well, good for them that they realize that these things happen eventually. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there's no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Wait, are you telling me these? Oh no, never mind. Alright. Should I actually get rid of that gear? I mean, other than, like, you know, it's just taking up space in my inventory. And in case you haven't noticed, because my beautiful face is in the way, I have no space in my inventory because I hoard everything. I usually do a good clean out, like, after the stream is done. I threw it in my glamour dresser. I've used some bits like the shoes. Okay, yeah, I guess that would be something to put it into. So do you still play the game Ark, or are you like Dark Fantasy Realms? Are you waiting on content? Like, are you up to date with everything? Because obviously you can tell, like, you know, I'm way behind everything, but I'm not quite there into Dawn Trail yet. I'm here to rescue you. Are you gonna turn down my rescue efforts because you feel like it's gonna be
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
I got 2 characters who've finished Dawn Trail, mostly getting my alt jobs on my main. Caught up to 100.
Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
No, we just put them on in for the deep sleep. Relax.
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
How do you have the time for all those alt jobs?
You were Lord Hion's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn
Strip
thing
away
to
a little
change
bit,
it.
time and time
and trying
again.
will only make it worse.
Fair enough.
It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help. All right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
That kid's seen some shit.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity.
Yeah, true that, Ark. True that. Sorry, Frank.
How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
That
If
is
the Imperials
some
come for me,
unfortunate
I will
hairdo.
tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
You know, that's got to be a guy who's got to make a decision to just shave it all off, okay? If there's any Seinfeld fans in chat, I'm going to share with you. This is clinging to scraps. This once was a hell of a hair civilization, okay? There once was some glorious product there. You know, it was great, but it's you know, the shoreline has eroded here. And you know, you can't just be clinging to some small island on the north, okay? And I say that, you know, I say that as a fully haired 42-year-old man. Sure, there's a little gray up here, but I ain't going bald. And if I was going bald, or a hair club for men. Not only am I the president, I'm also a client. Quite frankly, I don't know what I would do if I was balding. Maybe I would pull the wigs off, right? Just think, every day, different stream, different wig, right? Think of the possibilities. Quite frankly, I don't know what's stopping me right now. I think wigs are expensive. The real ones, anyways. I digress.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
A few $100? And I would assume that if I wanted a solid fit for a good wig, it's probably best to be bald, because then like you just can adhere to it, right? I mean, I guess
after everything,
I guess I'd have to put a bald cap on first, right? And then put the wig on. And then if you want like anything with length or special shit, you pay way more. Okay, so maybe we'd have to settle for one wig. Or, you know, Halloween's coming up. I could buy several very, very shitty wigs. Right? And we'll just go with that. Clown costumes for all. Just call me Jeff Bezos the Clown. I was gonna say, like, it says like it's relatively close by. You're gonna deal with this stupid thing. All to get an ether current. Doesn't On Wings of Wind, my former HR lady, wasn't she an owner of many wigs? I feel like I've seen streams of her with many wigs. Ether currents are the one quest reward that you don't outlevel. Oh god. I mean, so I'll tell you, like, all I do on stream is just MSQ. I don't really touch upon any other quests just because I'm relatively just here for the story stuff, but I do know that some quests do give the ether current, so like I've been going through all of the stuff and I can't fly anywhere and I gotta just go anywhere. So it sort of does suck, but she did have some wigs, yeah. Not sure if they're super high quality or not. Some of them may have been, yeah. I mean, I can remember of like some of the stuff she had looked pretty good. So I mean, I know what, you know, a lot of it is probably in. Is this like a Stargate or something? You know, a lot of it does go with some prep, I'm sure. All right, anything good here? Finally an upgrade. A long kilt of fending. Well, sign me up. Apologies, I was lost in thought. Perhaps they have right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. I have to believe, that in the heart of hearts, they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to recall recent events. They will suspect they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It's not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. 10 of the last 2 I put to sleep, I shall see to the others. Some of the side stuff has great storylines. We're very early into the Manderville quest line, and I have to say that has piqued my interest. That does look fun. Kilby is one of the anyone recommend. Yeah, like everyone sort of gave me that. It's like, oh, if you're gonna do that, like, can you suggest this one? So I played it a few streams ago, and I relatively enjoyed myself. So we do have them to continue on with, obviously. So it is something I will bounce back into. But we're very much like, you know, if I'm stuck into something really good story-wise, I don't want to like just move on to that, because like, you know, everything just sort of ends up being like really good story-wise. So you sort of get caught, you know, in a few things. So come on. I mean, even some of the class stuff is good. You know, like when you're leveling up in every 5 levels, you go and do a side quest. Some of that stuff is pretty good. Each expansion has a trial series side quest that usually has a good story, especially if you're a fan of classic Final Fantasy games. I am. It's all on the list. You know, we got a giant queue of a bunch of games to play, and although I'm old, I do remember sometime briefly with some of the older Final Fantasy games. I never really played 1 through 6. You know, it sort of started with 7, and we've played 7, 8, 9, 10, and I think 12 is going to be thrown in there eventually. I'm a big fan of the Trails series as well, so and that's another big one that's going to be coming up soon. So Here, use this medicine so that you're confused. So, I mean, one of those things, you know, I picked up the Pixel Remaster on Steam, and, you know, look forward to getting on into that. And then there's the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. I never played those, so I'd love to get into that. Like, one of them involves the weapons Ruby, Emerald, Diamond weapon. Okay, yeah, I remember those from 7. I know they're sort of like in all of them, but yeah. Thinking I just saw a glimpse of the time, and I'll do a couple things before I pick up the little guy from school, so I'll probably wrap it up after I just finish this little part here. Probably looks like it's getting to exciting stuff, but oh god, I hate some of that stuff. Like, you go to think like, oh, I should be able to just jump on over that, right? And that should all be fun in games, and then you don't, and you're not capable of getting over. That does look pretty, though. Is that the glittering basin? Yuguri, where are you hiding? Oh. Where on earth are you? There you are. Jeez Louise. And I'm impressed with, like, you know, the voice acting that's come along from, you know, A Realm Reborn to where we are now.
Forgive me for making you search.
That's okay.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, because they changed from A Realm Reborn, right? And then they got some money
You were there.
from A Realm Reborn selling so well that they're like, hey, we gotta throw some money into this now.
They are in good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me.
And I didn't think like that the old VAs were that bad, but, you know, obviously, you know, improvements galore are always good and welcome.
That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi.
They actually swapped studios entirely from an LA studio to a London one. Okay.
And physical limits.
I was never sure of whether it was that thing or if you know, many games I play.
My skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kaien and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu.
Like many games I've played that have voice acting, like, again, I only realize this now later on, like, I know some studios have working relationships with union voice actors and some of them don't. So, like, you know, when you make that choice that whether your game uses unionized voice actors or not, like, you have to follow through with that for generally the whole thing. So I don't know if, like, I would assume probably Final Fantasy XIV uses unionized voice actors, but I don't know. And then, of course, like a game like this, much like the Trails stuff, Some of them have Japanese voice actors, which they don't speak English, but some of them are not unionized in Japan, but then they have to use the unionized American or English, and it's very, very confusing to an outsider if you don't know. Your personal theory is that during the change, they hired an English voice director instead of having one guy direct all 4 languages. Delivery just carries different connotations in different languages.
All.
Yes.
Brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them, and Doma. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me?
Indulge me.
He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger."
Like everyone in ARR just felt kind of stiff and stoic, which has connotations of professionalism and badassery in Japanese, but just felt flat in English. Yeah. And also, like, I don't know, like, again, I played Final Fantasy XI back in the day, and I had played Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn when it was in beta. I never played Final Fantasy XIV the original, so I don't know if that ever had voice acting or not. But I know, like, you know, that game failed miserably, and then they decided to save it with A Realm Reborn. And so I sort of know, like, the back history of, like, I mean, like, I don't think it was to the point of where, like, Final Fantasy XIV was so bad that, like, it was going to cause Square Enix to shudder. But, like, it was a big choice of, like, is this a salvageable game, or do we just wash our hands of it? And, you know, thank God that Yoshi P and a lot of other people working on the game, you know, had the, you know, the desire to fix it and make it something what it is today, right? And, you know, it's gone from, you know, being a mistake that a lot of people looked at to, quite frankly, anything I've read about it is this is the thing that's keeping Square Enix afloat currently. Like, it's making money, it's allowing other games to be developed, and, you know, everything else is falling flat, unfortunately, while this game continues to make it money, which is good for the studio.
Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized.
So can I ask though, because I haven't played 16, and I know that it's a little bit of a different game in comparison to a traditional Final Fantasy game, but when they say, like, you know, oh, like, we're disappointed that Final Fantasy 16 didn't sell well, I don't think it's because Final Fantasy 16 was different. It could have been. But I really think, like, a lot of these games, and it's not just Square Enix, it's a lot of companies that are signing exclusive rights. And when you're forcing people, like, to buy something just on PlayStation or just on Xbox or whatever, you're hurting the sales. Like, and they're now realizing, I think now, like, a year or two late, like, oh, we probably should have never signed an exclusive deal. We should have just had that launch on everything and made all of the money and let people play a game where they want to. Like, I think Final Fantasy VII was the other one that didn't sell as good as they would have liked, unfortunately. And, you know, now they're coming out on everything, which is to hope to make the money back, right? Just before the Dawn Trail launch, they had 6 concurrent world events going, I think, to boost subs ahead of the big influx of orders. So, didn't sell well, has a number of factors, and they're subject to opinion. It sold 3 million copies in its first week. Yeah, like, you say that to anybody, and that sounds like, oh, job well done. But to Square Enix, 3 million, maybe that just breaks even for them. Or, you know, they were expecting 10 million. So even though, like, 3 million is a really good number, if it's well below what they expected to sell, then to them it's a loss, right?
But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Yeah, look, I don't think like exclusivity is the end all be all of the reason why these didn't sell well. Like, yeah, inflated budgets and whatnot are not helping. But I really think, like, you know, having something just limited to one platform for a year really hurts something. And especially like I said, these consoles are not cheap. Not that they ever really were cheap, but, you know, your game really has to surprise me or blow me out of the water that I'd be considering spending $800 on a console to play 1 or 2 games. Like, you've got to be high. You've got to be eating some really top tier rotisserie chicken. I always stay silent.
Forgive me. We shinobi are taught to discharge our duties without hesitation or doubt. Come what may, I shall not falter.
It's like she senses something. Hard not to sense an airship.
Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Yep. Just release Kingdom Hearts and the world will be set correctly, right? Unfortunately, folks, it is time for me to wrap up the stream. I've got a couple of things to do before I go and pick up a small human from school. Yeah, I'm good to be back. I had last week off just because work was really shitty and the schedule didn't work out well. But I'm off tomorrow. And Thursday, I am back with Octopath Traveler. And then Friday is Baldur's Gate 3. You know, but we try to play this at least once or twice a week. And as long as the schedules work out well, I mean, we'll be back on the good swing of things. I do have another week off sometime this month. And then another week off in December. So things are looking on the up and up. But I thank you all. And it's good to have a new guy come on in. Ark, it's you're a welcome person into the channel as always. And if you're interested in the Discord, it's available. But I got to bounce out. So thank you as always. As Kenny Omega says, it's time for me to bounce out and say goodbye. And good night. Bang. And hit it with the peace and the... We'll see you on Thursday. All the best. Bye-bye, everybody.